Morning class. So right now, hopefully you have your homework and a pen out on your desk. We are going to be grading homework today, so I'm going to sort of go through and work out the answers. Since I'm not here today, you have a little bit of wiggle room, so if you did accidentally complete your homework in pen, can you please make sure that you were grading in a different color? Okay, if that means you need to borrow a pen from someone, please do that. So make sure you have those materials out. I'm going to give you a second to sort of do that. Then for your homework, you should have completed page 495. Numbers 21 through 26. So I'm going to go through and not only am I going to give you answers, but I'm also going to work them all out for you. So that way, if you do have any questions or if you're not sure where each thing came from, it's fine. It's fine. We'll talk about the answers. Okay, so you'll be able to see and you'll be able to know. Okay, so homework, we are going to grade for 3 points for participation today. So if you completed all 6 problems, that means you showed your work, you got an answer, your answer might just happen to be wrong, which is fine. Okay, then on the top right-hand corner of your paper, give yourself a 3 out of 3. For every problem that you did not do, you're gonna take off a half a point. Okay, so if you didn't do 1, you're gonna give yourself a 2.5 out of 3. If you didn't do 2, it's a 2 out of 3. 3 is a 1.5 out of 3. If you didn't do 4, it's a 1 out of 3. 5 is a 0.5 out of 3. If you didn't do any of them, that's a 0. Okay, so let's go through here, check answers, check work, and make sure we're all good. So starting with number 21. So 21 says 9x minus 6. We're going to factor it. Okay, so we are going to factor out whatever will go into each of them, which is 3. They do not both have the x, so we cannot pull out an x. 9 divided by 3 is 3. The x is still left over. 6 divided by 3 is 2. I can't think of anything that will go into 3 and 2 other than 1, so that tells me I'm done. And I'm going to pull my GCF out in front. So for number 21, we should have 3, and then in parentheses, 3x minus 2. Number 22 is t squared plus 8t. Okay, we don't have anything for a coefficient other than 1, but they do both have the variable. Smaller exponent is 1, so we can divide out that. We subtract exponents, which leaves us with the t plus 8. Nothing else to pull out. And so you can have t in front or you could have 1t in front. Either would be fine. We should have 1t and then in parentheses t plus 8. Number 23. The original problem is 14n to the third minus 35n squared plus 28. Okay, so we divide out a 7. 7 will go into each of them. They do not all have the variables, right? There's no t over here in our third term, so we can't pull out an n. So we'll divide by 7, which gives us a 2n to the third minus a 5n squared plus 4. Nothing else will divide out other than 1. So our answer should be 7 times 2n to the third minus 5n squared plus 4. Number 24. We have 5k to the third power plus 20k squared minus 15. We can pull out a 5. They do not all have the variable, so we can't pull out a letter. 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. You can write the 1. You don't have to write the 1. It doesn't matter either way. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Nothing else that we can pull out. So our final answer is 5 times k to the third plus 4k squared minus 3. Number 25 says 14x to the third minus 2x squared plus 8x. Can divide these all by 2. This time they do all have the variables, so our smallest exponent is x to the first, or just x. So 14 divided by 2 gives us 7. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. You can write that 1 there. You don't have to. 2 minus 1 leaves us with an x. 8 divided by 2 is 4. The x's cancel each other out. Nothing else we can divide out. So our final answer is 2x times 7x squared minus 1x plus 4. Okay, then finally number 25. We have 4, oops, nope, that's the wrong problem. 25, sorry, says g to the fourth plus 24g to the third plus 12g squared plus 4g. Okay, 1, 24, 12, and 4. Nothing we can pull out there because of this 1 over here. They do all have the variable though, so our smallest exponent is g. So if we pull that out, that's going to give us a g to the third plus a 24g squared plus 12g plus 4. Nothing else we can pull out, so we'll put the g in front. And our final answer should be g, and then in parentheses, g to the third plus 24g squared plus 12g plus 4. If you have further questions about this, you have a couple options. Option number 1, feel free to come into plus time at some point. Make a note, write those questions down. You can ask me in class when I'm back on Monday. Or this video will also be uploaded on Canvas, so you can go into Canvas and rewatch the video if maybe something went by too fast. You'll have some time in class that maybe you could get a chance to rewatch that and sort of get your question answered there. Otherwise, at this point, please make sure your first and last name are on your homework assignment. Okay, when you write on your own paper is the most often time that I get no-name papers. Also, make sure your grade is on it. Remember, 3 points for participation. And then go ahead and pass that forward. The sub is going to come around and collect that from the front of each row. And then if you'll please get out notes, something to take notes with. We have some notes we're going to take. When everybody is ready and homework has been collected, the sub's going to start the next video and you'll get notes for today.